In this video, I will be styling leather trousers with my 2020 fashion trends. Now, hopefully you saw my video last week where I featured all the autumn winter trends that you need to have on your radar. So in this video, I thought you might find it helpful if I took a closer look at one of the top trends, leather trousers, and showed you how I would style them for this season and just how wearable they would be. Now, if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you. I do really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind just double checking on the notifications that you've got all pressed there. It won't spam you or anything. It will just send you a quick email each time I upload a new video, which is once or twice a week. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, it'd be really lovely if you could do so. And don't forget, you can follow my daily style pictures over on Instagram at Fashion and Style Edit. Okay, that's enough waffle. Let me get straight into it and share with you outfit number one, styling leather trousers. Now, there is something very glam about leather trousers before you've even styled them with anything else. And personally, I prefer to style them with something pretty laid back to make a nice contrast, but also to remove it from being too glam. So this outfit would be a perfect case in point. I've put the leather trousers with a super chilled out, big chunky knit jumper. So this one's a roll neck that I got last season from Reese. They've actually got a really similar version at the moment, which I shall link below. And I've just done a half tuck with the jumper at my right hip bone and then just hanging down at the back. If I stand back, you can see on my feet, I've polished the look again, so gone with something a little bit more dressy with my heels. So it's just giving me a little bit of height, but the very nature of that shape of that pointed toe helps elongate you down from the leather trousers to your toes. I've just accessorized with my Saint Laurent bag, and I've just tucked in the strap actually, just so I can hold it like this, which I think looks nice. So the end result of an outfit like this is a little bit dressed up, but in a super chilled out way, which suits my style perfectly. Now, it's not like many of us will be able to go out anytime soon, as there's nowhere to go. But if I was, I would be styling the leather trousers something like this. So all I've done is literally layer over the top of the trousers one of my favourite little black dresses. It ties in at the waist anyway, so I've really cinched it in quite tight and then lifted it up and over, probably a lot higher than I would if I was wearing it as a dress. Yeah, definitely a lot higher. But doing it this way, it just makes it look more of an oversized top. I was having a look at my wardrobe and thinking, how would I actually style these for the evening? And a lot of the tops that I've got are very short, or they would need to be tucked in. I'd probably feel too exposed and this real bodycon shape of the leather trousers. But doing it this way makes me feel a lot more comfortable and yet still looks dressed up enough to go out. So I've put these Dolce & Gabbana heels with this outfit, but in actual fact, I think you could absolutely get away with a strappy heel. Probably a bit more height would look even better than such a mid heel. I'm literally wearing a couple of bangles and nothing across my neckline. I actually like to keep that bare and simple, just to keep it quite understated, as this is quite a fussy top or dress over the top. So do have a play with the different dresses you've got in your wardrobe, pairing them with your leather trousers. I don't think it's a case that you'll have loads that will work, but I'm imagining you'll have at least one. No big surprises with this next outfit. When styling leather trousers, you've got to get a blazer in there somewhere. And I actually think they really work together. I'm just looking at my rail here at the different colour blazers I've got, and I could probably put any of them with leather trousers and make it work. I like the juxtaposition of all these different lengths, and I find it flattering, so then I feel comfortable, which is half the battle styling leather trousers really, is making sure you feel comfortable, because then you're going to project that confidence when you're out and about. I tried tucking it all in and it didn't look right. It felt a little bit too neat. So again, I've just done a half tuck and left it a little bit scruffy underneath so it doesn't feel too polished. I didn't want it to feel polished. This sort of look is a bit more cool, kind of rock and roll vibe, so you don't want it to all look neat and perfectly tidy. The outfit does remind me of Saint Laurent, so I think it'd be rude not to at least pair that bag with it. So in keeping with that rock chick vibe, I've gone with my western boots on my feet, but when worn with leather trousers, I think it really elongates the shape because it keeps that black line running all the way down, which, although I'm not exactly petite, I would never argue with a bit of extra height. So on the subject of blazers, I thought I'd just try a couple on and prove to myself really that almost all of them will work. So definitely a yes to my neutral brown tone one. A lovely deep chocolate tone for autumn winter. Obviously this would look better with a black top, maybe a little camisole top underneath, but I think the tones and textures work really nicely. And of course a black blazer is always a winner. So that's like 4 outfits before you've we've even started playing with different tops underneath. Back to this blazer again, but I actually just found these kitten heels in the archives, shall we say, and I actually think they work really, really nicely with the leather trousers. I think, again, it's about that pointed toe really elongating out, and it's probably a lot more wearable from day to night rather than some of the super high heels that I've paired them with. The other nice element with this outfit is just putting a simple white t-shirt underneath. Obviously, light-wise, it lifts the whole top section of your outfit, and the very nature of it being just a cotton t-shirt then makes it feel more relaxed and laid back. Finished off with my plain handbag. Again, I've just tucked the strap into the back of the bag there. I quite like holding my bags like that. By doing this styling video, it's actually cost me money because I've convinced myself to spend £200 and keep the leather trousers. And I think this look actually is what did it for me, and it feels very much like my personal style. The other nice thing of an outfit like this is it's pretty good for that transitional period, which we're definitely in at the moment. And of course, if you're lucky enough to live somewhere far warmer than me, you can of course just wear this with a t-shirt. I think that would look equally good, and the beauty of an outfit like that would be in the simplicity of it. So with that in mind, for those warmer climates, I would style it something like this. It's a really simple look, just a classic white t-shirt and a pair of white trainers on my feet. Now what I have done at the bottom here is to make those leather trousers feel more relaxed if I'm wearing them with trainers. I've just done a bit of a turn up so you can see a tiny bit of skin from the end of the trousers going to the shoe. It does make it feel more chilled out, and it's how I would probably style it with trainers. This is a really wearable and versatile outfit idea with leather trousers because you could easily switch this up. Say you wore this to get to work and you're really comfy in your trainers, and just stick your blazer on over the top, and your kitten heels would fit in your bag. And suddenly you would look smarter, elevated and more polished. Now, often during the daytime, I like to wear flats, particularly if I'm in town and I'm running around on and off the tube. There's no way I can be doing with heels. But leather trousers have the ability to dress up a really chilled out outfit like this, and lets me get away with wearing flats but feel like I've made an effort at the same time. So in this outfit, I've styled the leather trousers with an off-the-shoulder baby pink sweater. And I think using an off-the-shoulder top or jumper gives it another little edge as well. It's a tiny bit sexy, but you are still essentially wearing a jumper, leather trousers and flats, so it's really understated. Off-the-shoulder sweaters seem to be having a little bit of a moment for this autumn winter as well, so that I've definitely seen some really nice ones on the high street, which I will link below. So like I said, on my feet I've put a pair of ballet flats. These are a similar tone blush pink to the jumper but not matching, and I decided to go with this handbag, which is obviously not pink, but I think the muted tone works really nicely with this type of shade. I haven't tucked it in this time, although I think that works as well. It gives you a little bit more shape, so you could do that if you wanted to. One thing I've noticed actually is I really like the length of these leather trousers. They're not too tight and they're not too short, and this is going true to size that I would normally buy at H&M. And I quite like this little gather around at the ankles, which I often find attractive with trousers. Don't ask me why, it's just one of those things. So yes, super relaxed, bit more of a daytime look, but hopefully showing you the versatility of leather trousers, that they absolutely do work with flats just as well as they would work with heels. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you lots of outfit inspiration of how I would style leather trousers for this autumn winter. Hopefully I've proved to you, and I've definitely proved to myself, that leather trousers are a really wearable trend for this season. I've really enjoyed putting these outfits together, and I'd love to hear which was your favourite way I styled them in the comments section below. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, that would be really lovely too. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will be back in a couple of days. Take care.